Magandang hapon sa lahat, lalong-lalo na sa ating manonood. Another Kalambag episode na po ang ibibida ng mga kabataan mula Team Kidapawan. So ayan, bago ko po ipapakilala yung mga di-calibreng student leaders ng Kidapawan. So una-una po ipapakilala ko po muna yung aking sarili. Ako po si Rhea Charis Caritan, nagmula sa Hearts, Saniel Cruz National High School. So may mga makakasama po natin ang isa sa mga magaganda and of course responsible student leaders ng Kidapawan Division. So ayan, say hi Simon.
Hello po, ako po si Simon Clyde M. Bernaldez from Kidapawan City National High School. So hello dyan sa mga kakalambag natin at magandang hapon po.
So ayan, kung may mga suggestions, mga insights na parang bumabagabag sa inyo throughout our lives, so please feel free to comment, share, and react sa aming live. So ayan, long time no see, Sai, because we are not able to have the live last Sabado, di ba? Because of some issues, ganyan. Pero, but now, mas importante yung ngayon. So, ayan. So, at this point, ipapakilala natin, ipapakilala ko yung makakasama natin for this afternoon. No other than our education program supervisor, no other than Ma'am Perlas Valles. Ayan. Say hi, Ma'am.
My greetings of peace to everyone, especially sa ating mga facilitators, student leaders, and of course, personnel from the INET Philippines. Magandang hapon sa lahat. Nice to see you all online, and of course, to our viewers and listeners, greetings of peace.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Hello, everyone.
So, kumusta ka naman ngayon, Ma'am Pearl?
Okay naman, medyo nakapag-relax. It's weekend and I'm home. And yeah, I'm so happy. I'm elated to be invited and yeah, share a bit of my learnings to you, student leaders, and of course to our viewers. Yeah, it would be an exciting afternoon, I guess.
Yes, ma'am. We are very happy, ma'am, na this time kahit sa sobrang dami ng schedules, no, as supervisor, you give time, no, para makasama kami ngayong dalawa ni Simon. So ayan. So say Simon, please introduce our topic for this afternoon po muna.
So panibagong Sabado na naman, no? At panibagong taon. So sa mga pagbabago natin ay may mga panibago ding kabanata. So ngayong bagong taon, may mga new chapters tayong i-unfold kasi bagong taon nga 'di ba? So ngayon pag-uusapan natin kung ano nga ba yung mga pagbabago at ano pa yung pagbabagong nais nating mapatupad at kung paano natin 'yon gagawin.
So ayun. So madami we prepared po 3 questions, but these 3 questions dito mag-i-evolve yung ating chikahan ngayong afternoon. So ayan, tayong lahat, Ma'am Simon.
Yes, ready na po.
As what we can see right now, parang dalaw lang muna kami ni Simon na makakasama ni Ma'am Pearl kasi yung iba naming makasamahan cannot attend, but next time pa naman. So, for our first question, ayan. Ngayong papatapos na po ang buwan ng February, ano po ang mga kaganapan na tumatak sa iyo ng lubusan last akyat po. So una pong sasagot is our beautiful supervisor, Ma'am Pearl po.
Okay, so once again, good afternoon. So I must say yung 2023 was very productive and this 2024 is a promising year in the academies, especially for Department of Education because of changes that are about to happen. And these changes actually malaki ang epekto nito sa ating mga kabataan, learners, and of course, student leaders will be taking part of these changes. So I guess isa sa mga highlighted, may I share to you yung parang mga major issuances from DepEd like DepEd Order 001, the Catch-up Fridays, and DepEd Order 002. This is the removal of admin tasks for public teachers. So I guess these issuances would really bring changes no, in the academe because this will really affect the end users who are our learners. So ayun, medyo nakaka-motivate mag-work because the changes that are coming directly para sa ating mga kabataan, no? Addressing learning gaps. So, yeah, it's good that student leaders should know also about this because you are a great part of this.
Yes. Thank you, Ma'am Pearl. So one of the most mga exciting no na mga kaganapan every week is the Catch-up Friday. So
Yeah.
parang ito nasi-serve na parang relax day ng mga students, which is yung mga students will bring their reading materials and then drop everything and read, ganon. So for me naman, yung pinaka-memorable na mga kaganapan sa akin nung January or just say nung 2023, siguro lahat ng mga activities ng mga na naganap sa aming school, sa city, ganon, yung involve yung presence ng mga SSLG officers really have a big impact in my memory, especially nung ano ba yun, yung Timpo Festival, maraming mga kaganapan na which is very memorable sa akin at sa mga officers ko din. And then this coming February, we are planning to have various activities that involves our yung mga students natin, yung kapag pinag-uusapan yung mga kilig-kilig, marami pong nagpa-participate, especially nung mga bagets pa po nating mga students, ganun. So, I am looking forward po sa mga magaganap ngayong February because paparating na din po ang ating audition sa Kidapawan. And I know marami pong mga schools ngayon ang very busy and having the preparations po for the day. Yan. So,
Yeah.
Sai, ikaw na naman.
So, nabanggit ni Ma'am Pearl, no, na madaming pagbabago nga sa dapat tulad na lang ng Catch-up Friday. So, sa pagbabagong yun, na hindi na, parang na-refresh yung mga kabataan. Siyempre kami, dahil wala kaming ginawa sa Friday, kundi ang magbasa. At nakakatulong din yun para sa atin, para ma-enhance yung pagbabasa natin, which is good. And also, may mga activities din na nakakatulong din sa atin, katulad na lamang may activities kami sa room na paminsan nag-worship po kami during Friday. So, ganun po. So, yung mga kaganapan na tumatak talaga sa akin during or last year is yung mga activities po talaga namin sa SSLG. Kasi syempre po, hindi lang po kami yung hindi na po kami yung napasaya, kundi yung iba din napasaya namin. At syempre, may impact din po yun. So, Rhea?
Yes. So, madami talagang changes na dala yung ating ngayon, no, yung Catch-up Friday. So, kahapon, we have yung strategy na ginawa namin for our Catch-up Friday is we have a short, parang what you call that, campus ministry, I don't know, parang moral guide, parang
Moral
ganun,
recovery.
kasi sabi ni VP Sara Duterte, no, hindi lang tayo sa numeracy and literacy ng mga kabataan. So paano parang useless po yung pagiging matalino ng isang bata kung wala naman siyang gandang parang gawa, no? Parang yung pagiging mabuting hindi present sa kanyang pagkatao sa yan. So maraming mga words of wisdom kahapon, and very very active yung mga students and especially yung mga teachers na nag-facilitate din. So for
At
our second question,
yung mga
sige,
At
go,
yung
sabi
mga
ni Pai.
kwentong binabasa natin kasi may values talaga na makukuha tayo syempre. At may matututunan talaga tayo doon. Katulad na lang nung first week, or yung first Friday, or first catch-up Friday, doon sa kwento ni Pahom. I guess hindi lang kami yung nakabasa ng kwentong yun. Lahat po, may natutunan din po kami doon.
I would
So,
like
ayan.
to share a bit also, no? I am appreciative that student leaders are realizing how big your roles are these days. I guess I love the idea of knowing that you student leaders are aware of what is really happening in the community, specifically why these catch-up Fridays are made or crafted for the learners. So I guess as student leaders, dito papasok yung inyong responsibility, taking part of, being part of the advocacy. Because kayo mismo alam niyo yon na these activities are designed to help you. Good, no, for you student leaders who are already good at it. But data speaks that we really have to do something to improve when it comes to the literacy and numeracy level of our learners, specifically for Kidapawan City. Medyo hindi ganun kaganda yung data, but we believe with the concerted efforts that we are doing and with your participation, student leaders, I guess you are making a great difference. And I think that's a good training for you to take part and be the change that you want for the academy.
Yan.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
siguro po na in the next few weeks, baka may mga programs tayo, mga SSLG na pwedeng gawin for Catch-up Friday para makatulong nga tayo. And sabi nga ni Ma'am Pearl na be the change you want to be, di ba?
Yeah, that would be great. I believe you can do it because, you're taking part of it.
Yes, Ma'am Pearl. Ayan. So, marami tayong natutunan kay Ma'am Pearl. Ayan. So, very, very thankful po. So, for our next question po, so in line din po sa ating topic, no? Yung ating Dear or Drop Everything and Read. Ano o maranasan ng mga mag-aaral sa DepEd sa panukala ni Vice President Sara Duterte na sa kanyang programang Dear or Drop Everything and Read. So, unang sasagot po, talagang feel ko parang ready sumagot si Ma'am Pearl. So, si Ma'am Pearl po yung mga sasagot. Ayan.
Okay, with Dear, actually, Dear program has been part of the academy of our system, no? Teacher pa lang ako noon talaga. I was once a classroom teacher. I've been there. And the DEAR program has been in our system. Unfortunately, through the years, medyo napabayaan yung implementation. And I'm so happy that with our present situation now, considering that we do have learning gaps when it comes to literacy and numeracy, I'm very happy that DEAR program is again highlighted. DEAR program is a big help because it's allowing students to just read. I remember saying this one to my students, when you read, you become a traveler. No, for someone who was not able to visit a place, by reading, you will be able to know a lot of things of that specific place. So I guess the implementation of the program now is a good help for students to really go back to what is basic. Alam naman natin, no? I appreciate yung na-mention ni ni Rhea kanina na aside from inculcating the importance of reading, we equate it with the importance also of, the values. Because kahit nga magaling tayong magbasa, pag we do not have the right attitude towards it, it's gonna be useless. So I guess their program is a good program. Siguro ngayon, hindi pa natin ma-feel agad yung mga changes because it's a process. But when we do our part, especially if teachers will always have that commitment and student leaders will have that support to this program, I guess malaki ang maitutulong nitong DEAR program, no, to address the learning gap, no, brought about by the earthquake, the pandemic, and a lot of things in the community. Alam naman natin ngayon, no, may I include lang din, maraming mga nangyayari ngayon sa paligid natin, like the challenges that our countrymen have been experiencing, brought about by the floods, but there are still a lot of things to be thankful. And I guess this is one of the things that we should be very thankful kasi may mga programs talaga na, kahit medyo challenging times, there are reasons to be happy, especially for the academe, no? Although may mga challenges tayo because may mga suspension of classes, but I guess the presence of the program would help you, learners, student leaders, to do it even at home. So it's very timely. I guess malaki ang maitutulong nito sa atin, especially sa ating mga learners.
So, ikaw, Sai.
Siguro po, ang mga pagbabago po katulad na lang dati, regular classes lang during Friday, but now, we literally drop everything para magbasa. And kahit na marunong tayo magbasa, it is important pa rin, no, na we still participate on this kasi it enhances our reading skills and also our comprehension as a student. And also, isa din po yung sabi din po ni Ma'am Pearl na pag nagbabasa tayo, nadadala tayo sa mga places na kahit saan natin gusto, di ba? So, siguro, for me, hindi lang dapat tayo sa school nagbabasa, di ba? Dapat din sa bahay natin, hindi lang dapat tayo puro phone, scroll sa TikTok or sa Facebook, ganon. Siguro pwede tayong mag-download ng mga e-books kasi may mga available naman nun online, di ba? So, isa din is our role as student leaders. Dapat din tayo mag-engage at tumulong sa ating fellow students kasi ito yung responsibilities natin at pinasok natin to at dapat panindigan natin. At para din to sa hindi lang para sa kanya-kanya nating school, but for our city. Kasi alam naman natin na may mga bata talaga hindi pa marunong magbasa. At may I just add, siguro po in the near future, if papayagan, baka pwede po tayo mag-community engagement at magturo po magbasa sa mga batang hindi po naaabutan ng mga hindi po naaabutan ng hindi po naaabutan. Sorry po.
So, for that, no, yung Drop Everything and Read na program ng DepEd is very, very resourceful and informative for everyone, not just for students, especially sa mga teachers natin kasi na yung mga iba't ibang strategy ng mga teachers, paano maging fun yung reading strategy nila natin kasi for me reading talaga if kapag sasabihin reading parang unang papasok sa mind natin is yung mga teachers natin find ways to make it more creative. So shout out pala sa mga teachers na kahit pagod na pagod, hinahanap yung mga ways talaga na parang mapukaw yung sigla ng mga students when it comes to in reading. So kahapon, very fun yung naging experience namin sa aming binasang article. It's just so simple article, so it is all about the importance of artificial intelligence, yung AI, ganun. Pero our teacher make it more parang with a twist yung pagbasa namin. So para make sure na parang na-comprehend talaga namin yung binasa naming article, we find some words na parang inline doon sa article, and then we will read, tapos ginawang contest ng teacher namin. So parang every Friday na parang nag-expect kami ng iba't ibang strategy nila. So ayun, so thank you pala sa ating sa DepEd, no? So DepEd always find ways para sa mga students, and ngayon marami na tayong mga suspend sa bad weather, but it is not a hindrance para sa ating mga activities. More on talaga tayo kapag walang klase, parang ma-realize mo pa talaga na may pag nagklase, oy, kay para wala ingonan ni makaingon na lang no. Pero thank God makasukakod gyapon. So for me, I want to change a habit, no, na make reading as a habit, kasi college is approaching na morning talaga, especially sa mga students na hindi nagawang habit yung pagre-read. Reading is very very fun if you will just put your interest into it. Yun lang talaga, kapag may gusto ka, may paraan talaga yun.
Yeah,
ayun.
wow. No? I am very appreciative, Rhea, that at least you have underscored the efforts of your teachers, because alam naman natin na hindi ganun kadali yung work nila. And yung na-mention ko kanina, DepEd Order 002, yung pag-aalis ng mga ibang work para makapag-focus sila sa teaching. And it's good that nakita niyo yung effort talaga ng mga teachers. Sabi nga parang BDO, no? Finding ways for you. And I hope that as student leaders, ma-advocate niyo yan talaga, and makita rin ng ibang mga learners yung effort that teachers are putting into this program, para at least matulungan kayo or the studentry in general. Yeah.
Yes po. Kasi, napansin ko po kasi sa mga teachers po natin, nung gumagawa sila ng bagong lesson plan for Catch Up Friday, and na-appreciate ko po yun kasi na gumagawa po talaga sila ng effort to make it more interactive. Para hindi mabore yung mga students sa pagbabasa lang. Siyempre, gumagawa din sila ng mga games, ganon. Katulad sa amin kahapon, sabay-sabay kaming pinabasa, tapos ganon po.
Wow, that would be good, no? Congratulations that you have appreciated that.
Yes, so kasi yung profession na pagiging teacher is not about giving education. Sometimes mas inuuna pa nila yung mga works sa school kaysa sa family nila. So
May
even
hugot si
though
Rhea.
kasi mas napapansin ko yung mga teachers, kahit nakauwi na yung mga students nila, hindi pa sila uwi kasi gagawa pa sila ng mga lesson plan or mga gawain sa school, ganun. So sa mga future teachers diyan,
Pero babawasan na daw yung mga works nila. So hopefully may mga time na din sila for themselves and also for their family.
Of course. Now, please do read DepEd Order 002 series of 2024. No, nandun yung pag-aalis ng mga extra work for teachers.
Ayan. So, thank you, Ma'am Pearl. So, mahaba-haba yung mga chika natin ngayon na mainit-init na mga chikahan. So, ayan. So, for the next question, ito.
Okay, before tayo mag-next question, shout out pala sa mga viewers natin dyan. Hindi po ako makaka-view ng mga comments. Ewan ko po kung paano. But hello po sa mga viewers natin dyan. Happy viewing po. At thank you po dahil nanood kayo. At binigyan niyo po kami ng oras para tangkilikin ang Kalambag.
Wow. Yes, Simon, can I also make my shout
Yes,
shout
ma'am, sure
out?
po.
Yes, ma'am.
Shout out po.
Okay, so yes, I'm very happy and shout out sa mga teachers no from the SD of Kidapawan City and yung ibang mga teachers from other divisions for sharing your time with us. And yeah, no, our salute to teachers for really doing a lot of things just to serve or better their services to our learners. And yeah, teachers just balance everything and you find things to be motivated, I guess, and yeah, strengthen that passion because you're doing a great thing, no? Making difference for our learners. Shout out sa lahat ng mga teachers, specifically from San Cruz National High School, Linangcob National High School, Juan L. Gantuang po, and Binuligan IS, Almas National High School. These are the schools I have handled before. So for those who are watching, yeah, my salute to everyone.
So, ayan, mag-shout out din ako sa kasi tapos na yung dalawa.
Okay.
So, shout out pa sa school namin ngayon. We're having our district meet po pala. Yung host po ng aming district meet is the Marciano Mansara Integrated School, and I hope they're doing fine doon kasi wala po ako para mag-facilitate sa mga iba't ibang mga ano doon kasi these days busy kasi, so I hope makapunta ako mamaya after this. Pero at this time it is ano na daw championship, bahala kayo dyan basta mamaya pupunta ako ganun. Sa Ila Simon din, di ba?
Opo.
Intrams nyo din.
Yeah, so ito may mga shoutout, may nag-send ng screenshot sa akin. So hello kay Ma'am Maiko, our very supportive youth formation officer. Hello po, ma'am. So kahit nagbabiyahe siya, nanonood pa rin siya ng live. So hello din po kay Ma'am Ronella Molina. Hello po, ma'am. And hello po kay Mel Olegario and also kay Rosco Hetorosa. So, hindi ko po alam kung na-pronounce ko po yun ng tama, no? Pero hello po sa inyo at thank you po sa panonood ninyo ng Kalambag. At isa po, no, shoutout din po sa school namin na intrams ngayon. So, ngayon po yung first day ng intrams namin sa Kidapawan City National High School. At good luck sa mga players natin dyan. And also, shoutout sa SLG family ko na nagtitinda ng mga snacks
Ayan,
doon.
so in addition, no, a shout out pala sa best friend ko who is very supportive. Shout out kay Giselle Pahinado. Nag-PM talaga siya sa akin. So, ayun. So, proceed tayo sa next question. And I hope marami tayong mapag-uusapan dito. Ito, ano ang mga proposed activities niyo para sa school niyo this coming 2024? At ano-ano mga hakbang upang i-implement ang mga ito? So, first is si Simon.
Okay, so syempre sa bagong taon, may mga new projects na naman tayong ipapatupad. So, isa sa mga gusto kong ipatupad is yung mental health awareness. Ilang beses na natin itong pinabalik-balik. Pero gusto ko talaga siyang ibalik. Kasi para sa, syempre alam naman natin crucial yung mental health natin bilang kabataan. At gusto kong makapag-ambag sa kanilang mental health. At kung paano nga ba natin to paano nga ba natin to matututukan yung mga problema ganito tungkol sa mental health, 'di ba? And also, gusto ko rin tutukan yung alam naman natin may mga challenges tayo within the internet, ganon, yung proper handling ng social media po. Kasi alam naman natin na nakakatulong to, pero may mga instances din po na pag hindi natin ginamit ng tama or inabuso natin, baka hindi tama yung mapakita natin sa social media. So, dapat po alam natin yung proper etiquette or should I say netiquette, 'di ba? And also gusto ko din pong hindi lang po sa school makagawa ng change but also outside or help within our community and have engagement with them, di ba? And also, pa din, we do this every quarter, clean up drive. Last January 26, nagsagawa po kami ng clean up drive dito around the school. So, quarterly po namin yun ginagawa. So, gusto kong ipagpatuloy yung
So,
proyektong yan.
ayan. Thank you, Sai, for your sharing some of your activities, especially dun sa mental health pala. Mental health ng mga students, and I love the way na yung mindset mo hindi lang para sa school, you extend it sa outside sa school. So thank you, Sai, and now Ma'am Pearl na naman po.
Okay, so I guess sa part naman namin, we are more into monitoring. So siguro I would like to motivate lang, no, especially the student leaders who are listening to take part. I hope that naging part kayo talaga, no, sa crafting ng inyong school improvement plan, because the projects that you plan, the things that you wanted to do in your school should be stated in your school improvement plan, no? So I hope na itong mga student leaders, especially from the SSLG, na binigyan kayo ng pagkakataon talaga ng mga school heads ninyo na maging bahagi ng pagbuo ng inyong school improvement plan, no? Alam ko, aware na kayo, school improvement plan is actually the Bible of the school when it comes to the internal and external operations. So, by doing it kasi, kapag kabahagi kayo nun, alam niyo yung direction ng schools, and your programs as student leaders should be anchored from that book. So, I hope, no, na naging bahagi kayo nun, kasi student leaders, you are promising, you are potentials, you know, you think a lot of things, you can do a lot of things. So, pag binigyan kayo ng pagkakataon talaga na makibahagi, malaki ang inyong maitutulong. And you know what? As student leaders, hindi naman kailangang bonggang-bongga yung dapat ninyong gawin, because pag maging part lang kayo ng advocacy, that would be a great help. I mean, we don't expect that you can do much, because you need also to balance your schooling, no? Aside from being student leaders, but knowing that you have that commitment to help is something really commendable. And student leaders, huwag niyong kalimutan na gone those days na napag-student leaders. Kasi before, kapag student leader, parang for fame, for like, you know, para maging kilala sa campus, no? Gone those days. If you want to become an effective student leader, you need to reflect on what you can do to help, being the right and the left hand of the school. So I guess it will also, you know, train you for future undertaking. You will maybe not now, the things that you are doing in your school, the trainings that you are getting from your experiences as student leaders, hindi nyo pa siguro masyado na-appreciate yan ngayon, but time will come, you will look back and realize, you know what, the things that I'm doing now is actually a product of the trainings I got from the school. So, maganda yon na at your age, you are aware of that shared responsibility. Na bahagi kayo ng school, kabahagi kayo ng pag-abot, no, nung target ng Department of Education to make a great difference. So I guess this effort of having Kalambag and you being part of this is truly an amazing effort. This is a manifestation that you get to balance a lot of things, no? Aside from being a student, that you train yung skills as student leader. And who knows, from this group of great student leaders, may mga maging future leader tayo ng community, because you are trained here. So yeah, I am appreciative of your commitment. I just hope, kasi ang nagiging problema lang natin, I have noticed, ang dami-daming gustong gawin ng mga student leaders, ang dami-daming programs that are actually implemented. But the problem comes in yung ating sustainability. So, siguro sa part namin naman, since nga more on monitoring kami, so I guess that would be part of our task to really monitor if you are really doing the projects or the programs, projects, and activities from your school improvement plan, and of course as student leader as well. No, so yeah, I'm so happy that you are really into
Okay,
it.
thank you, ma'am. So, for me naman, yun kay Ma'am Pearl, no, marami siyang mga sinabing mga nakaka-boost ng confidence ng isang student leader, especially sa mga student leaders na nagagawang humanda ng iba't ibang programs. Kasi for me, I limit myself talaga na wag masyadong pumasok sa iba't ibang programs kasi isipin natin isa lang po yung katawan natin. What if yung mga programs na yun is magsasabay-sabay? Tapos hindi natin alam ano yung uunahin, ganun. So, kahit na we are capable of doing it, always bear in mind na i-balance po talaga yung iba't ibang mga activities na gusto natin. So, for me naman, yung mga nais kong i-implement sa school namin, no, this coming 2024 is the outreach program na magagawa, na I hope na magagawa namin sa Bahay Ampunan, which is very, very, parang memorable talaga siya kasi I want to leave a legacy sa school namin na kapag babalik ako doon, ma-remember ng mga students na gano'n. And kasi it is not my first time kasi na mag-a-attend ng mga extensions outside the school kasi iba yung feeling na nagagawa mo yung mga mga trainings, no, inside the school, madadala mo siya outside the school, parang ito na yung product na mga trainings, yung mga lessons na binigay sa amin, yung mga teachings. Why not gawin namin sa outside the school kasi we can do better as leaders. Ayan. So, kasi yung iniisip ko lang naman is yung welfare ng mga students, yung susunod ng mga student leaders. Kasi kapag wala na kami, sino yung susunod? Ano yung mga mas magagawa pa nila after us? And I am very happy na yung mga students ngayon is very, they put themselves sa mga programs na, alam ko namang busy-busy yung mga ibang students, pero mas ginugugol nila yung time nila para mag-attend ng mga extracurricular activities. And shout out pala sa mga students dyan na very, very attentive no, in terms of sa mga programs. Alam naman natin yung hirap, 'di ba? Kasi we're not paid po to enter. It is our parang sa self na din natin na I know this is not that time. So ngayon parang sa ngayon hindi pa natin makikita yung mga parang hindi pa natin ma-realize, pero sabi nga ni Ma'am Pearl, time will come na ma-realize natin yung mga hard works and yung mga ginawa natin before we can reflect it in the near future.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sabi din ni Ma'am Pearl, no, na dapat yung mga activities natin na pinapatupad is not just purely entertaining but productive and also in line with our values, 'di ba? At kung paano mapapabuti yung welfare ng students and also ng school.
Simon, may I add also,
Yes.
you are taking part of this, but we wanted to emphasize for you not to burden yourselves. These are responsibilities na sa age nyo naman kayang gawin, pero wag masyado tayong, kasi sa kagustuhan nating makatulong, no? Like sa inyo, masyado pa kayong parang very assertive, masyado kayong maraming energy to do a lot of things. I think, may I remind you also na you do it, no, while nag-enjoy kayo. Kasi, yeah, you will appreciate more that you become productive. It's not always about how much you can achieve, but I think how your journey takes place, no? Kasi mas ma-appreciate namin na may mga ginagawa kayo, school-based lang muna, little things that would not hamper your academic, standing. So parang bonus na yun if you can create something big outside your schools. But I would encourage you to maybe focus, hindi kailangan malalaking programs in your school, but little things that you can do, I think matter. So, dun muna tayo. But if you can go beyond, wow, that's amazing, no? But wag niyong i-burden yung mga sarili na, ay, kailangan ko makagawa ng something big because I wanted to be remembered, no? Pag nabigyan kayo ng pagkakataon, I think bonus na yon, no? But at the end of the day, you really have to set your priorities. And as student leaders, kahit marami kayong gustong gawin, your top priority must be your schooling, right? So these things that are given to you are just part of the journey na hindi kailangan i-burden yung mga sarili. No, importante pa rin, just like yung na-mention mo kanina na mental health. You must be grateful because at your age, you get to do a lot of things. But at the same time, your mental health should matter a lot. It should be your top priority. If you feel like you're doing this and it burdens you already, then do not be afraid to say no. No, ang pinaka-importante, you learn a lot of things, you enjoy the process. I guess yun yung pinaka-importante because that's part of valuing as well.
Yes, ma'am. So, and dapat talaga, in what we're doing, we're enjoying it, no? Kasi kung hindi natin gusto yung ginagawa natin, and what's the point of that po, di ba?
Yes,
And,
definitely.
and also po, hindi lang para sa mga student leaders, but for all the students, we also have to manage our time. Ganon, hindi lang dapat puro laro, ganon, or puro aral, dapat i-balance natin yun. Kasi, pag hindi natin yun na-balance, mas mahihirapan tayo, di ba?
Kasi as what I have observed, no, yung mga students ngayon, mahilig sila mag-procrastinate. Parang isa-set aside muna kasi meron pa namang mamaya, ganun. Pero it is a bad habit talaga. Kapag madadala mo yan paglaki, parang tatanda kang hindi productive yung life mo. As leader, we need to balance. Alam ko namang parang add-ons siya sa pagiging students natin, but we are here. We should prosper. We should enjoy sa mga responsibilities, and we should not mind na this is for just for compliance. We just always put in mind na we need to enjoy, and ayan, parang kasi kapag mag-enjoy tayo, hindi natin namamalayan yung time, but as long as we are enjoying yung mga memories, ano na lang, ma-remember mo na lang one day na yun pala, nadaanan pala natin yun, very very memorable siya sa atin lahat. So ayun lang talaga, parang need pa ng more focus yung mga students ngayon.
Yes. So, may oras pa tayo, no? So, alam naman natin, bagong taon na, so bagong kabanata. So, Ma'am Pearl, may mga advice po ba kayo sa mga students natin for this new chapter that will unfold po, this 2024?
Wow, that would be big. I'm so happy that our transition from the new normal is now in the now normal. Kasi 'di ba, during the earthquake and the pandemic, yung term natin is new normal, no? The use of or maximizing our online platforms for your academic learning, right? And now, pumasok na yung now normal. So ano yung now normal? It's actually a combination of the things that we used before and we used during the new normal. So ano yon? The combination of yung maximizing the online, the face-to-face teaching and learning processes. So I guess first is siguro sa teachers, no? I would like to motivate teachers to go back to the main reasons why they chose teaching as a profession. No one gets rich with this. It's always about the passion. So, napapagod tayo. We are not saying na hindi tayo pwedeng mag-complain, but it's part of being in the academe. No? So, teachers find the right motivation to stay. Because alam na, I don't know if you are aware, may mga teachers tayo who are actually living and it greatly affects no, the teaching and learning processes, especially in Kidapawan City. But yeah, teachers, find that motivation again, fuel that passion. For student leaders, continue to be proactive, continue to reflect that you can do much. Maximize every opportunity that you get from being student leaders. Hindi lahat nabibigyan ng pagkakataong mag-lead. And since you are given that opportunity, you maximize it to make a difference. Hindi kailangan, just like what I have mentioned a while back, hindi kailangan bongga yung mga ginagawa. The little things that contribute, to the operation of the school is appreciated. And for the regular students, yeah, I love yung na mention ni Simon kanina na we try to be responsible in all that we do, because the things that we do now will surely affect, the kind of future we wanted to have. So it defines what lies ahead. So students, enjoy being students, try a lot of things, but you have to be responsible. Iba pa rin ang may natapos. Iba pa rin ang may napag-aralan. Some might say na, ay ma'am, may mga naging successful naman na persons na hindi nakapagtapos. Yes, we do have, and they are inspiring. But if there's one thing in the world that cannot be gotten from you, no matter what happens, wherever your path lead you, is yung education. Iba pa rin yung nagagawa ng meron tayong pinag-aralan. So, put premium sa education na meron ka ngayon, sa opportunities na binibigyan kayo ng inyong mga magulang. And you know what? Hindi lahat ng estudyante nabibigyan ng ganong support. For those who are getting a lot of support from their parents, you should value them. And for those, yung may mga estudyante kasi tayong hindi pinalad when it comes to support from their parents. But hindi hadlang. I mean, mahirap siyang sabihin, pero naniniwala ako na hindi man tayo blessed perfectly with the kind of family we have, but we can always have the reason to, continue and mag-aral talaga, no? I-maximize lahat ng tulong that you can get from the people around you para makapag-aral, kasi wow, it's something na hindi pwedeng kunin sa inyo. It cannot be stolen from you, and it will really your armor, no, as you traverse life's journey. Yeah, mag-aral talaga. Parang yung dating merong kasabihan, toga muna bago trahe de boda, no? So I guess parang siya na, cliche na siya na line, but yeah, I mean, dapat talaga mag-aral. And then, of course, wag nating kalimutan, hindi natin kailangan maging matalino para magtagumpay, no? It should be equated or inseparable with having good values. Lamang pa rin ang mabuting tao tayo, lamang pa rin na kahit tinitest yung ating mga patience sa mga circumstances, lamang pa rin yung pipiliin nating maging kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. No? So students, keep on dreaming. Sabi nga 'di ba ni Jose Rizal, you are our future. So capitalize on that. Yeah.
Yes. So, sobrang daming advice ni Ma'am, and super gabe yung wisdom ni Ma'am, no? And also, take note dun sa kahit maraming problema, tapos pag gusto kasi may paraan, kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. So kung gusto talaga natin mag-aral, syempre, hahanap tayo ng paraan, di ba, as students. And also, let's be more appreciative din sa mga parents natin, sa mga efforts na ginagawa nila para lang makapag-aral tayo, di ba? And yun, let's be more responsible on the things that we do. And yun nga, sabi ni Ma'am, toga muna bago trahe de boda. So, siguro for some people, nakakaya nilang gawin na mag-balance yung pag-ibig at saka mag-aaral, but it's good na, or it's better that na i-prioritize natin yung pag-aaral natin. Diba?
Yes, kasi tumatak talaga yung line sa akin ni Ma'am Pearl na education is the only thing that they cannot take away from you. So, kahit saan ka pumunta, kahit mamatay ka, cross ba ko lang, kahit ganun, remain sa mind ng mga tao na nakatapos ka. May may napuntahan yung mga hard works mo kasi you are educated enough, but it doesn't mean kapag educated ka, you have the opportunity na maging mabuting tao. Kahit sabi ni Ma'am Pearl, kahit na yung pagiging matalino mo is parang hindi na nabalance sa mga values, it is ano pa din, parang wala nang silbi. So we always to be kind kasi nga sabi ni Ma'am Pearl, you can never go wrong with kindness. So
Yeah.
choose and guys, kasi life is short, 'di ba? Gawing happy yung life and choose to be happy always. Be positive always.
And yun nga, dapat talaga magtapos tayo ng pag-aaral kasi may mga mindset kasi yung ibang kabataan natin nga, si ganito nga hindi nakapagtapos pero successful naman siya. Pero paano naman kung tayo, di ba? So it's good na we have a diploma na maaaring maging hindi naman back up but to support us, di ba? Para to have better opportunities on the future. And also, let's also be mindful sa mga actions natin ngayon kasi it will matter in the future.
Ayan.
So
may mga ano pa po ba tayo, mga additional na mga words na naman, ganon. So kasi may time pa po tayo. It's ano pa po. Yung time natin is 1:53. Yan. Hindi pa po natin naabot yung 1 hour. Pero kung okay na po, Ma'am Pearl, may mga additional pa po ba kayo?
Siguro doon na lang ako, Rhea, sa going back yung ating activity every Friday. No? So, I just hope na masustain talaga natin yun, no? If teachers are with us this afternoon, try to be more creative, no? Para hindi naman parang paulit-ulit yung ating mga activities. And always find that joy in doing all of those things for our learners. Kasi sila naman talaga yung end user ng mga ginagawa natin sa academe. And I guess these changes, kasi di ba, I know aware kayo yung matatag agenda ng ating Vice President. These are part of the agenda. So we are into it na. So, yeah, let us be more resourceful, make use of the things that we have, no, para makatulong talaga tayo to address the learning gaps. I think marami pang mga pagbabagong darating in the coming months along with these programs. So, ano lang, dapat masustain natin. And yes, student leaders, keep on doing what you love doing at the same time, dreaming big for yourselves. So, yeah, and I think baka hindi na ako mabigyan ng pagkakataon later na magpasalamat. So, Rhea, can I take this opportunity to say thank you very much to Ma'am Maiko, to INET Philippines, to you facilitators for giving me this chance to be with you this afternoon. I'm so happy and I'm so elated to be part of this. I just hope and pray that I was able to share a bit of my piece to maybe inspire you, student leaders, to do great things. Thank you very much, and I just hope that you will be able to inspire more learners to become like you. So be more inspiring. No, laban lang sa buhay. I mean, this is a world to be explored. So maximize every opportunity that will be given to you. So again, maraming salamat sa pagkakataon. And yeah, I'm looking forward to more engagements with you in the future. So yeah, thank you very much.
So, thank you
Ayan.
din po, ma'am. And also, to add lang po, no, so, yung message ni ma'am is for the teacher. So, for me, for the learners, I hope mag-cooperate tayo during Catch-Up Fridays, di ba? Kasi, para naman din sa atin to. I know, marami na sa ating marunong magbasa, but let's be mindful nga para din sa ikakabuti natin to. So, let's appreciate the effort extended to us and also be cooperative on the programs that has implemented, diba? And also, I'd like to take this chance din po to thank especially Ma'am Pearl. Thank you po dahil pinaunlakan niyo po kami. I know busy po kayo and Saturday po ngayon. So thank you po. And also thank you din po kay Ma'am Maiko and especially din po sa Inet Philippines.
Ayan.
Rhea, may I add? I would like also to take this opportunity na pasalamatan ang ating SDO, the Schools Division Office of Kidapawan City, our SDSer Miguel P. Filialan Jr. Seso 5, with our ASDS Ma'am Hasmin P. Isla, our CID Chief Ma'am Ronela Molina, and SDOD Chief Ma'am Marisa T. Bernaldez. Kasi they are very inspiring, no? So we thank you for the support for this Kalambag. Maraming salamat and God bless us all.
So, ayan. Lastly naman, I would like to thank all the viewers, no? Nung una hanggang matapos yung episode natin ngayon. Hindi sila nagsawang manood. And sa mga persons behind this program, Inat Philippines, and especially to our guest today, Ma'am Pearl, thank you po sa time. And I hope next sa future po, ma-invite ka po namin ulit. And if, another topic na naman po yung ating gawing magchichika-chika na naman po. Kasi hindi natin namalayan, di ba, 1 hour na pala tayong nag-uusap dito. And explore. Ayan. So, ayun lang po. Maraming salamat sa lahat.
So thank you po everyone.
Thank you.